What's going on, family? It's your girl, Abby Souffrant, your Director of Revenue, A&L Business Solutions, and I got a business friend. And listen, y'all want to tap in, so you know how I do. I have her information scrolling below, but we want to hear from the boss herself, Nitra Powell. Welcome to the channel, Nitra. So glad that you are here.
Thank you.
Go ahead and introduce yourself and your business to the people.
Well, my name is Nitra Powell, and I am the founder and creator of A Scented Thought, affirmations and candles. So my candles actually promote positive affirmations for everyone.
Oh man! So how did you get into it? How did you do the combination of both? Like, what was your thought process in that?
Okay, so funny. So okay, I have an IT background. But on the side, I was doing lashes. I had a side business, lash critic, and I was actually doing lashes and brows. Well, when the pandemic happened, we got closed down. So I like candles. There were only certain scents that I could get from this certain brand name that I could get without having a headache. So here I go, scrolling on YouTube because I don't really watch TV per se. And I happened to run across it, watch people make candles. And so I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. Then paying no attention. The pandemic happened. Well, actually a year before I thought about it. Okay. Because if I change one business, I wanted another business. So what happened was I said, oh, I should do a scented thought because I'm big on names. The names have to mean something when you have a creative business. Okay. So it wasn't until a year later I decided to go ahead and make candles and figure out how to how to create them. And that's when I went through YouTube again and I was trying to come up with a name. And I said, oh, I think I'm gonna name it A Scented Thought because behind every scent, there is a thought. It could be a good thought, bad thought, curious thought. That smells so good. What is that? Oh my goodness, what is that? That stinks. Or what is that? I can't really pinpoint what that smell is, but now, I might like it or I might not like it. So behind every scent, there is literally a thought behind the scent, regardless if you say it out loud or not. Now, the crazy thing is that when I went to get the domain name, it was already taken. And I was like, oh my goodness, like somebody came and took this domain name. Now I got to come up with another name. So as I'm going through my thought process of trying to come up with the name, I went in because I have a habit of if I think a name is good for a domain, I will go ahead and purchase it, regardless of if I use it or not. And it was. I literally bought it a year to the day that I was trying to buy the domain name. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's how I came up with the scented thought. But with the affirmations, I always wanted to do something positive. My oldest daughter, was a victim of being bullied. And then when the pandemic happened, that was also around the height of Black Lives Matters. But we all need positive reinforcements and positive affirmations because there's a thing out here called functioning depression. And a lot of people don't realize that is a thing. So just because I laugh and joke with you right now doesn't mean that I don't have thoughts in the background about harming myself. And that's what a lot of people didn't understand about like Twitch. When he passed, he had less than 24 hours prior, he had came and did a TikTok of him dancing and smiling and just having fun.
Yeah.
But then they was like, well, how could he kill himself? Oh, his wife. No, that's a classic sign of functional depression.
Wow.
So for me to be able to do my part and bringing awareness or just trying to just add some type of positivity to people's lives, that's how I came up with the affirmations. Because I like the affirmations in the sense to resonate. Now, of course, you can't smell it when you first when you go to the website. But I always tell people, even when I do vendor events, if the affirmation resonates with you, read it first before you smell it. You know, don't smell it and be like, oh, you know, I like vanilla candles, so I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah,
Make
yeah,
sure
yeah.
it resonates with you first.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is powerful. Okay, I'm about to order some as soon as we done. I'm about to order it right now because I need to.
Okay.
And one thing that I remember seeing you on TikTok, in your viral video, and you know, I was just scrolling and I saw it and I was like, I know that person. I know the name of that company. And listen, you went viral like just out the blue, right? And so how did
Yeah.
that make you feel? Like, because I love his reaction bit, like, and I felt like it was true to like how I would probably react. And his pause for the last one, was it
With Terry.
handsome, whatever it was? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I need to get that from my husband. Because if he feels the kind of way, I feel the way about my husband all the time. So I gotta get that. So that energy resonates with me.
Mm-hmm. So that was another secret that I actually started off with trying to come up with men candles, men fragrance. Because a lot of times you go to a candle store or you order, you know, go to Walmart, Target, wherever you might get it, Bath and Body Works, and they say it's a man scent or a masculine scent. And I don't want my man smelling like a fire pit or cut grass, fresh cut grass or anything like that. I want them to smell like something from the cologne section at
Yeah,
at a
yeah,
mall. So
yes,
that's probably what you got from him, because
I
all of
did.
the masculine
Yes,
scents
yes.
smells just like a man or a
Mm,
masculine person coming from the cologne counter in the mall. So,
mm.
but again, those also have positive affirmations. So the first one I did was actually king. I did a king and a queen set. And so then
Okay.
I was like, okay, these are going to be the launching pads to Scented Thought, and then I just went on from there. But yeah, all of the masculine scent smells like a masculine person.
Ooh, girl. I mean, I think you struck
Yeah.
gold with that because that's like an untapped market because they've been
Hmm.
doing it wrong. And I bought some things that are kind of like
Yeah.
masculine scented, but they're not. It's like you're missing the mark. Something is missing. But I
Hmm.
think that with your intention of masculine energy in mind, that I
Hmm.
believe that you truly like hit it straight on. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy some because I'm buying some for my husband. Really, he's buying it for me because I can put it in my office, and if it smell if it's gonna get a smell of what I would get from him, you know what I'm saying? Him being, at work won't, and be gone at work won't bother me so much. I feel like he's there in presence and spirit with me right now because I can smell him.
Mhm.
So that I can,
And I get a lot of single women that buy those candles
I
because
was getting
either
ready to say, like, you
they don't
probably
have
sell to
a
single women because
other.
sis is ready.
Yeah,
Sis is ready for her king. And while
right.
she's
So
waiting
either
for
they
him,
don't
she
have a
got him
significant
resonating through the
other.
house.
And I will say, not to toot my own horn,
Shoot
I
it, girl.
have got so many people saying, "Hey, I lit it in the living room, and I can smell it on the first floor of my house, all the way up to, I'm gonna say, step number 10 to my house."
Yes.
So yeah,
Woo.
so I like a good smelling candle. Okay, so
Yes. So give us some of the names and affirmations that are that are on some of your candles.
okay, so let me pull it up because I have
Okay.
14 candles. So I have a line, and the line says, "I release what no longer serves me and what is not aligned in my path." And
Yes.
then I have one called Clarity.
Yes.
And that one reads, "I express my thoughts in an organized and understandable way."
Mm. Mm.
Handsome is what Terry K had. And
Yes.
that one says, "I am confident and strong inside and out."
I'm ordering that one. Like, I'm on my phone right now, about to order that one right now.
King says, I am a protector, leader, provider, and strong, yet deserving of love and affection.
Girl, you ain't got to read no more because that is giving me all the vibes. I don't even know. I'm on here right now. Y'all better get on here and and, and buy out all her stuff. Put her to work. Okay. Where are you located and do you ship nationwide?
I do ship nationwide. I am located in the DMV, which is the DC metro area, which compromises DC, Northern Virginia, and Maryland.
Okay.
We affectionately call it the DMV here. So
Okay.
yes, I do ship. I do not have a storefront. I had my candles in someone's store, but I've since taken them out because I went through a whole rebranding this year. The last couple of months. So I'm actually
Okay.
rebranding for a different look. Same feel, same affirmations. The only thing that's changed is the look, the packaging.
Okay.
But the same affirmations are there, and I have an I am collection. There's no affirmation per se, but the I am enough. That's an affirmation all for
Mm,
itself. I am resilient. I am
yeah.
protected. I
Yeah.
am amazing. Those are affirmations that stand, that doesn't need anything else to go to it, because again,
It doesn't.
that self reassurance.
Right. I mean, I think those are right on point, especially with us being kind of like post pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
On the other, we're post pandemic, but like also going through the inflation side of things now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot going on, whether it's personal, whether it's business. There's
Correct.
not any industry that is untapped with a lot of stress, a lot of increased expenses, just things
Mm-hmm.
that really weren't there 3 years ago. And I
Correct.
think that what you have to offer, it definitely falls under the umbrella of self-care. And I think a lot of times with me, what I
Mm-hmm.
do is I like candles and I just sit because I'm so busy. I do so much, but a lot of times I don't afford myself the luxury to sit. Um,
Yeah.
and
Be
because I
quiet.
have a lot of children, I tend to light my candles and stay where my candles are lit. Otherwise, these little fingers will end up touching something. Or I'll do it while they're at school. But just being present for myself and in the
Yes.
moment, and then having something that like entices your senses, like just a
Mm-hmm.
good smelling candle. Honestly, a great smelling candle can almost feel like a hug. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
absolutely. Candles can set
it
a
can,
mood, a
it's
mood.
it's a whole vibe.
Yeah,
I need Nitra,
yeah.
I need you to go ahead and put like a playlist together to go with your candles. Talk about setting a whole
I
vibe.
actually did think about that. I actually did think about that because I mean, I even have a candle for manifestation. So, and it's called
Yes.
Manifest. So,
Yes.
these are just things that we just need as human beings that sometimes we can't get from other human beings. But if we focus on ourselves and meditate, pray, meditate, just have quiet time, me time, then we can get a lot accomplished. And that was one of the things that I did enjoy when I was lashing, was that although I was performing a service, I didn't have to talk to that client, and I didn't want the client to talk to me, because you need to decompress,
Mm-hmm.
decompress. And I would actually um light candles,
Mm.
and just decompress. And I would play spa music and everything, because a lot of times you're ripping and running and you don't have that me time. And if this is a way that you get your me time, then so be it. Take it. I don't. We'll talk right before your appointment, and we'll talk maybe 5 minutes after your appointment before I went to my next appointment. But during the service, I didn't want them to talk, mainly for two reasons. One, because I needed you to decompress, and two, our eyes move. Even when our eyes are closed and we're talking, they do move. And if I'm sitting here with two
Mm-hmm.
sets of tweezers,
Yeah.
Messing around with your eyes. I don't want you to sneeze or get startled or anything. You open your eyes, and then here I am with these tweets. Yeah, no. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that was your me time also. So I've always tried to have a way of giving people their me time, and even when I did hair, and I would tell them, if you don't feel like talking, don't talk. If you just want to sit here and enjoy and get your hair done and decompress, that is
Yeah,
fine with me. You
yeah,
know.
yeah.
So
Oh, listen,
especially
I am queen of falling asleep during all self-care stuff. Like, baby, we
me
start,
too.
and then before you know it, I be out, and it be like,
Hmm.
we're done. We done? Are you sure?
Yeah, and I would tell you before we start, if I'm new to you, I do have a habit. I might tend to snore, so
Just let me
please,
be. Just let me
just let.
be.
If I start slobbing, then we have a problem.
That's okay. Just give me a whole napkin, right? Just put it in my hand so I can be ready, just in case, because I want to be in this
Right,
good deep sleep. Okay, in this
right,
meditative moment.
right,
All right,
exactly.
Nitra. So tell the people how they can reach you, how they can order some product, and where they can find you on social media.
Okay, on social media, you can find me at A Scented Thought. That's A Scented, SCENTED Thoughts, like you had a thought. It's on Facebook, IG, and TikTok. Same handle. Don't change the
Mm-hmm.
handle. You can email me at hello@acenthalthought.com, or you can go to my website, www.acenthalthought.com, and that is where you
Okay.
will find me.
All right, listen, y'all. We're gonna get off here because I'm about to go order right now. But I thank you so
And
much,
thank you
Nitra,
so much.
for blessing us with your time and your candles and your affirmations that will literally, truly pull us through good times and challenging times. There's
Yes,
never a time where an affirmation is not appropriate. It's appropriate as long as there's life in our bodies. We absolutely have a necessity for affirmations. So y'all
correct.
know how we do. Y'all be good. Y'all stay out of
Thank
trouble. And you
you.
make sure you pull up on Nitra and tell her Abby sent you and buy out all her stuff. Okay, y'all?
Yes, please.
Talk to
Please
y'all
buy it
later.
all
Buy it all, y'all. Bye, y'all.
up.